Breakfast. It's New FM, the beat of the Pacific. Good morning, you are with Henry and Trina, the All Fresh Breakfast.
And right now we have got hip-hop royalty in the building. It's been a minute since they've joined us. We've got Andy and Brotha D from Dawn Raid.
What's going on? Talofa lava.
Hey, kia ora, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, you guys, it has been a little while since you've been in the building. Most recently you were in here with Brotha D, but now you've got a new project that we've actually been talking about all last week because we saw the trailer. But Dawn Raid, the movie.
Yeah, it seems new, but it's quite old for us.
We've been waiting.
2 years we've been making
it's,
it.
not in the making, but the story itself, this is our life for the last 20 odd years, and just rapping for our people, rapping for our young people, our young talents, but also just our little area here, our little patch of grass called South Auckland. So we're very proud.
Why was now the right time to tell the story?
Lots of reasons, I guess.
The money was good?
Yeah.
That's always a bonus.
sorry. My bad.
Wow. I was going to start on legacy. The kids. But someone did offer us a large check and came and saw us. And me and Brotha D, we hadn't put any records out with the Dawn Raid brand for over 5 years, Dee's been looking after youth in the community and doing youth work with some of the young violent offenders and helping them. I went and did my management thing and introduced the world to Homebrew and Switted and different artists, Poetic.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so we needed someone great to tell our story, and they dropped a name in the bag, which was Oscar Kiley.
Yeah, that's some big news, eh?
And that kind of sealed it for me and Dee because we knew a brown person was going to tell this brown story, even though I'm a white person.
Yeah, but Oscar too understands us, I think that's where a lot of our stories are falling short, is that we don't have people in pivotal roles that understand who we are, so they can tell our story. So we're very honoured that Oscar came on board, and once Oscar was on board, that was it for us,
Yeah.
I suppose we should take it back to where it began. At what point did you guys sit down and think, you know what, we've got something special here? Like, this is the way we're going to do it.
We just started.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the word began and beginning is so big for us because it was so many years ago. And if you want to take it there, then you have to go take it to a garage and
Velvet.
Yeah,
you have to say Velvet.
That's
the
right.
Fuimanas.
Yeah,
we
the
started with
Fuimanas.
OMC. How bizarre! Like I'm that
Hey.
kid.
Wow.
We started in Velvet Crezo Tara with the Fuimana family. So we were there for the journey of how bizarre.
Rest in peace, Phil Fuimana.
R.I.P. Phil, then Lost Tribe in Moisna, A.K. Brown with Urban Pacifica Records. Then we started Dawn Raid as a little small sub-label of that movement. So
It's been going on for a minute, so when people say to us the beginning, even though, this is about Dawn Raid, but for us, we always knew where our beginnings were, and we can never stop talking about that, because the one thing I notice when when people become popular or their movements come at its heights, they forget where it all started, and they forget to mention the names of the people who started it off for them. And so one thing we always said, that we will never forget about South Auckland, and we'll never forget about the man named Phil Fuimana and the Fuimana tree, which we're a branch of.
And before that, 1989 Booyah Tribe and the Jets. That's our idols. We grew up on Booyah Tribe, so much so that we started it in New Zealand, So that's the branch of the hip hop tree that we come from. We come from the Booyah Tribe, and then from there the Fuimanas, and then everyone before us, Maviel, Adija.
Is that a daunting feeling to know that now people are looking up to you? Because I remember being like a 12-year-old and Fallen Angels came out, and I thought, damn, that's the coolest thing. Because at that time, the only sort of link I had to any sort of movement like that was someone like Biggie or Tupac. And then I saw all these brown faces on the screen, and I thought, damn, they're the coolest people I've ever seen in my entire life.
That feeling that you had there was the same feeling that me and my brothers had when we saw Booyah Tribe on TV. Against NWA, Dr. Dre,
Public
Ice
Enemy.
Cube, Public Enemy. At that time, we were watching TV, and we saw,
Samoans with ponytails.
guys who look like us, you know what I mean, on there.
And
we got
braids.
inspired too. And from that, this is where we've ended up, and it's a surreal feeling, but I understand what you're talking about, and that's why we don't take it lightly, you know. And you know, this way we here at New FM doing this because you know, first of all, we always been for our people, you know. And I said, you know, our little patch of grass here in South Auckland, because you know nobody really gives us half a chance, you know. But great people came from here, and great movements happened from here. Shout out to David Tua, Ruben Wiki, you know, Mark Hart, Joseph Parker, everybody. Yeah, you know, Rogers Tuivasa Sheck, you know, all these great people came from here. And people just need to recognise that.
And so we've seen the poster, brilliant poster. We've seen the trailer. The trailer is absolutely epic. As the first, I suppose, label of hip-hop and R&B here in Aotearoa, what are you wanting the people to see the most out of Dawn Raid the movie?
Inspiration. We want to inspire some kids, man. We want another Dawn Raid. We want Polynesian power to rise to the top. We want all the girls to see a Radner and go, oh my God, and go and try and be her. We want everyone to emulate Savage. We hope that you don't give up like we didn't. We got knocked around by every single well, we won't go into that, that's the movie, but we had a tough journey, a super tough journey, and we're still standing up together as Andy and Brother D. It's like the not give up story. I hope we inspire some youth.
And I know that through the trailer there is a part where you talk about even telling the dark side of living in the industry and living that life as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what that dark side is?
I mean, we don't want to give the jump on the movie, you know, because I think that's what people really want to come and see, you know. But I will say that, you know, in any journey, you know, everybody will get knocked around. You know, and anybody who's tried anything or created anything, you know, I guarantee you they've been knocked around, knocked down. But it's a story about getting up, you know. It's a story about you know, knowing your surroundings, knowing your you know, who your support is, and fighting for that again, you know. And that's what this story is for me. It's not the fact that, you know, we did what we did or whatever. It's the fact that, you know, we got kicked down, but, you know, we're still here. Like Andy said, you know, he's still carrying on with his management stuff. I went and, you know, because I've just got my young kids, you know, and so I want to inspire my children. And the only way I could see fit, it wasn't in the music, because, you know, music changed, you know, in this space for us, you know. And for me, it was it's about installing something into my own children. And so I had to go and find that again. I always knew music is always there. But working with the young people, you know, showing my children that no matter how hard these young men and ladies have it in life, there's a way that we can you can help someone.
There's a chance they can change,
and there's a chance that they can grow up to become better human beings, you know, and better in life. And that's what working with the young people done for me.
Did you guys have to sit down and have a meeting about how honest you were going to be? Just talking about all the knockdowns?
Oh, if you know,
or was that a given?
We're honest the whole time.
I think that's our problem is, you
Too
know,
honest.
We don't have a filter like that, you know what I mean? You know, there's no filters here. We say what we say. And we've always been honest about our walk. And I know it's rubbed some people up the wrong way, you know, in the past, but, you know, we can only be who we are, you know, and, you know, we're never gonna smile when things aren't right, you know. We're gonna say how it is, and you know, people, you know, have been upset by a few things we've said, but the truth is the truth for me. And one thing I always know, and I got told by my dad, is like, you know, never lie. You know, it takes longer for you to come back and really tell the truth.
Hey, amen.
You know, so
truth.
Always say the truth, and I teach my kids the same thing. Even if you know you're going to get in trouble and that, it doesn't matter. Say the truth.
But the trick is, can you handle the truth?
Tell us about it.
You know, at the end of the day, the narrative, people pick their own narrative. Sometimes it's easy to blame. You know, me and D, we're like, I'm 23 months sober. You know, I had
Congratulations.
I had to do my own walk in life, you know, and look after my family and responsibilities. It's like, at the end of the day, we know what we did. We took a bunch of underprivileged children, including ourselves, all around the world and made millionaires from South Auckland and Polynesia. So, you know, say what you gotta say. We're happy with us, you know.
Amen.
Was there anyone who didn't want to do the movie, or everyone was keen to jump on board?
I don't know the background, because me and D, like, we we wanted the artists to say their own narrative, their voice. So we were not part of any of those negotiations.
Yeah.
Everyone did the film. Aradna, Savage,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
And whatever the feeling is, and within our own artists, within ourselves, that's what people want to come and see.
Yeah.
You know, they want to see the honesty. You know, they want to see that. You know, there were arguments, there were this, there was that.
Lots.
You know, and we wanted to show that, and I just feel like there's never been quite a story like that from our little neighborhood for a long, long time.
and we're a family. That's how it is. That's our children. That's our brothers and sisters. Like, be mad at that. It's all good. We're family at the end of the day. And all of us will sit at the table another day, I'm sure of that. And
Hey, and all families fight, right?
Yeah.
Have your tussles and hustles
Bro,
and things
trust
like that.
me.
we are
Trust
not
me.
perfect.
We are not perfect. I haven't spoken to some of my cousins for a long, long time.
I think that was a huge testament to the reasons why you guys were so successful. Is because we, at home, watching the TV, not only saw ourselves, but saw a group of brown people come together in a way that I don't think was being broadcast on TV at that point in time.
That's right. We broke the barriers.
Yeah.
And you know what? I hope, because I remember that was a great time in life for me. I was at another radio station. I remember we did countless high school tours with you guys. And I want to bring that back. Like, I haven't seen that since
Positivity,
that Dawn Ray
energy.
day. Like, we went to Kelston Girls, we went to Auckland Grammar, and the girls would literally stand there, we had to fight them off, you guys. And I haven't seen that in a really, I wonder if I made a cameo in the movie.
Maybe. Maybe, Trina.
That's
you might
another
have been
reason
there.
why I've got to go watch it. But I want to see that again. I literally
I think,
haven't seen an artist
it's,
like that.
And the international side too, just to touch on, like, people forget we were kicking it with Beyonce and 50
Yeah.
Cent. Like, the footage, you got to go see the movie, January 21, go peep that. But, like, we were doing things in 2003. Like, me and this guy were in New York negotiating with Motown Records. Like, people
Yeah.
forget we're sitting at the table with Wu-Tang and Snoop Dogg, and these are our friends now. We say Booyah inspired us. That's our closest friends. We're one big family now, And that's the inspiration we're talking about. We did that 20 years ago, still doing it. I hope the kids realize, like, okay,
It's achievable.
it's achievable. Look at the guys in Australia kicking
Yeah.
ass,
Yeah.
1-4 and
Killing
ASAP
it.
Ferg, like Leslie and all them. That's the best thing ever
Big
to
shout
me.
out to 43 in Brisbane there, man.
Yep.
Lisi and all those young men, Lance Lude and the whole movement. And that's what it is,
A lot of them are our friends' sons. No, for real. Nephews, it's crazy.
So, it's 100% positive, and we, and on top of that, we just want to thank everybody that went and viewed the trailer and giving us these amazing comments, and it's like, man, we see it all.
Yeah, the
You know,
Pacific
and-
community
Yeah.
is really supporting you guys
Pumped.
right now.
And
this
that's why
one,
we
yeah.
wanted to do this.
Yep.
Because, this is, like I said, first and foremost, I'm Samoan. Please don't forget that, And everything else, the other titles that the Spalangi world gives me, that's fine. But first and foremost, Eleleila for Samoa, unga fa ngau Samoa. You know what I mean? This is where it is for me. So, I said to Andy, I don't care what the movie people say and the marketing people say. I need to come in and just reach out to all my Polynesians, because I want them to come along. I want them to celebrate, leave all your hating at home, you know what I mean? It's,
Come and have a party.
Don't be angry.
Come
you know?
celebrate.
Come
Yep.
celebrate.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, so the movie comes out next year, so we got a wee little wait left. But is there any final messages? that
11
you
weeks.
have?
11 weeks.
Oh,
Is that
11
it?
officially.
Yeah.
Count it
11
down.
I'm counting it down.
Count it down.
I'm counting it
and we're
down.
doing a massive Manukau premiere. Like, we're going to take
Yeah.
over the mall.
Are
we're
we
going
allowed
to
to say that? The
Oh,
premiere in Medicare?
I mean,
Just did it.
wow. This is why they didn't want us to come.
blame him. Blame him.
That's
You got an exclusive on the All Fresh Breakfast.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
sure
it.
they're going to reach out. But, absolutely. January 21, 2021 is going to be an amazing day. Please keep it free and come along and support. Andy's getting some T-shirts ready and done.
Dawn Red Machine.
For those who remembered our teas, back in the Otara markets when we used to grace every Saturday morning for many, many years. And, we're going to bring some of that nostalgia stuff back because, people are being kind to us right now, and, we just want to add to that support.
Nice.
after the movie premiere, if COVID is all good, can we look forward to a Dawn Raid tour of Aotearoa?
Well, not only that, we're gonna hit Los Angeles, Hawaii.
Oh,
We're doing,
wow.
yeah. We're doing
Once again, he's not allowed to say anything.
Polynesian Triangle. You know, we're taking this. This is a worldwide movie.
Andy
you know?
literally looked at you before he opened his mouth and was like, I'm
Should
going
I
to say
say
it.
that?
I'm
You know
going
what
to
I mean?
say it.
Like, I gotta drop bombs, and,
ready.
and also just on behalf of all the Polynesian people that did this, you know, from Booyah Tribe on down, we just lost a really good friend called
Yeah.
Juice Boy from the 454 camp. We
Yeah.
put out that album here in New Zealand, 2011. For those guys, they are good friends from San Jose, California. Man, this is a serious business we're in. This Polynesian music, this Polynesian hip hop thing that we do, and we've lost a lot of people along this 20-year journey. So just remember, you know, put some positivity out there. You know,
Yeah.
remember what you're putting in your lyrics and all that, because we have to. We got to be mindful of our damn selves. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to the Cutthroat family. Shout out to 454 out there in San Jose. You
Drew,
know, much
Cam.
love and respects to Juice. You know, Juice Boy and his ainga. You know, it's
All
a
the
very
Tongans.
very sad day.
R.I.P.
Is there anything you want to say there to your fans who have been riding with you guys since the
January 21, come to the movie. Bring your auntie, bring your mother, bring your cousins.
Now, once again, we just want to say thank you.
Yeah,
That's
big
about
thank you.
you know, it's been an amazing journey for us, and now we get to celebrate. You know, in a platform that not many people get the opportunity to.
Yep.
You know, and so when we did it, you know, we wanted to say our truth. We wanted to put it out there for everybody. You know, for those who thought they knew the story. You know, this is from the horse's mouth.
The
you
real
know?
story.
So I want to give a big shout out to all our artists that were involved. You know, from Sav,
Rads,
Rex,
Addies.
Addies,
Monster Ganja.
yeah,
Sweet
all-
Nari.
everybody that was involved with Dawn Raid. You know, our boys Brown Hill down there in Wellington,
Sammy J.
Sammy.
3 hours of down. Keep going,
Thank
D.
you very much.
The whole
Thank-
damn crew.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
everybody.
time and love. You know what I mean?
Hey, once again, thank you, Brother D, Andy, the Dawn Raid family in the building this morning. Make sure you stay ready, okay? January 21st, the movie is dropping. Again, thank you for joining us.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
New FM.